I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laxon.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hello. Welcome to another Game to Love podcast, play-by-play live commentary. I am your host for the evening. I am Covey, and I'm here in Vancouver, BC, where it's currently 5:07. This match was supposed to start at 3 p.m. my time, so we're 2 hours and 7 minutes delayed. Players are currently warming up. We've got Laslo DJERE versus Carlitos Alcaraz, the man who made it to world number one at the end of last year when he won the US Open. He relinquished that number one spot to Novak Djokovic. Of course, at the when he won the Australian Open just a few weeks ago. But yes, we are here. Thank you so much. I'm sure there's been a whole bunch of people waiting for a long time. So thank you so much for your patience. Yeah, there is a couple. Basically, there's 3 matches prior on this specific court. The first one went 3 hours. The second one, it went 2.5 hours. Luckily, the last one was not as long. So here we are. The match is about to start, which means let's get into some predictions, and then I'll come and say hi to people in the chat. So let me know your predictions right after this. All right, we're predictions. Who has what? Oh, Compliment King has been in, says hello, says peace, Covey. Peace to you, my friend. Ram Bakshi. How are you, Covey? Bhai. Bhai means brother in Hindi. You guys may notice on my right here, I got a couple packages, or I got a package that came in today, and it was pretty amazing. It was my hoodie from Game to Love. This guy. I'll go like this so you can see. Check it out. It's the 22 for the Djokovic, and then above my head, my Game to Love podcast T-shirt that I hung up for this one. So. All right, so let me just get myself set up here. The match has already begun. Actually, it went pretty close. I guess they rushed into the warm-ups and went straight into it. So we'll get some of your predictions. We've got M saying 6-3. I'm assuming that's first set, and then 6-3, 6-3. Okay. We got Peter. What's going on, Peter? Welcome. Carlos wins quickly. See, I'm curious. I'm kind of torn in my own estimations here, and the reason I say that is because Carlos hasn't played in 4 months. So will he be able to get his footing right away? Will the adrenaline help him kind of get into the match quicker, or will it take him a little bit? I could see this going 3 sets, but I will take Carlos. So I'm going to take Carlitos in 3. We got Ghost of Girolitis saying Alcaraz in straight set 6-2, 6-4. Thank you, live, says Asiraf Nookman. You're very welcome. Thank you for joining me. MJ in the house, 3 sets. 3 sets. Jerry in 3 sets. Sorry, Carlitos. Okay. Jane, all the way from Boston. Thanks for covering this match, Covey. I'm out for a run, so I'll be lurking. Looking forward to your play-by-play. Very, very happy to have you. Thanks, Jane. Have a great run, and be careful. Make sure you're looking in front of you, not listening to my voice too much. Ram Bakshi saying Alcaraz for the win. The Compliment King, do you have the Rafa 22 attire? Ben must have sent you that. Actually, I don't have any Rafa stuff. This is the first stuff that I've received. So super excited. Actually, my birthday's in 3 days. So I'm going to be rocking my fresh gear on my birthday. But yeah, this is pretty sweet, man. It fits perfectly. I love the color. I love the style with the alligator. You can take another look there. And if anyone is interested in purchasing, I should pop that up there. You can, in our description, you can see our the link for our merch site. So yeah, please check it out. All right, here's Carlitos' first serve of the new season of 2023 is good. Now we got a backhand to backhand. Now DJERE goes up the line backhand, but it's long. So Carlitos now, he's down 1 love. We're on serve here as DJERE held on his first service game. And Carlitos now gets his chance to do some serving. So far, so good. Both players doing all right on their, looking pretty solid. Carlitos with that nice out wide serve, the kick serve, but it was a first. DJERE was able to put that back in. And now we got a backhand, now a forehand from DJERE, forehand Carlitos on the run, and then a wrong footing forehand winner for DJERE. So 15 all. Here we go. Thank you. Thanks for the early birthday wishes, everyone. Sorry, I probably sound a little all about me here. I was actually just kind of mentioning it because it was perfect timing that Ben and Jaron sent me some stuff. So, Jane, you're in Brooklyn. My apologies. I don't know why I thought Boston. I was thinking about someone else there. So my apologies there. Brooklyn, that's actually cooler. No offense to Boston, but I'm a huge hip hop guy, and Brooklyn is like where it all started. So, and MJ saying, really, you're not on the East Coast? If you're asking me, no, I am in Vancouver. I'm on the West Coast, as west as you can get on the North American continent. Well, I guess Vancouver Island's a little bit more west of us. But Carlitos banging the dust off his shoes. Serving here on serve in game number 2 of the first set, 30-15. Second serve. Serve is up. It's good. Return. Now forehand Carlitos. DJERE with a forehand cross court. And then Carlitos steps around a backhand and rips a forehand up the line. That's something I miss seeing. Haven't seen that in 4 long months. 40-15 Carlitos. Let's see here. So there's a lot. Hey, Cubby, thank you for the live stream and happy early birthday. Thank you very much, Max. Everyone's being are wishing me well, so thank you. I appreciate it. Will I be streaming on my B-Day? Let's go, Carlito. I'm not sure. Actually, MJ, I am born. So today, the 18th is when I was born, the last day of Aquarius. So I'm on the cusp. If I was born about 10 hours later, I would have been in a Pisces. So there you go. Brooklyn is the Boston of Spanish Harlem. Ghost always makes me laugh, man. Yeah. Pretty good there. Carlitos holds. So good start for both players here in this match. Woo! Just love the forehand rip by Carlitos. I've been so used to watching hardcourt that it's crazy watching these players sliding around like crazy here. I did a couple matches on the Rotterdam tournament as well. And the contrast is crazy because you got the whole entire crowd is all darkened and there's just lights on the court, whereas here it's just so much color, very typically South American. All right. And with the DJERE off the rally there, hits a forehand into the net. Carlitos with a fist pump. He's we'll go over the kits in a bit. Got some colorful kits going on here. Let's see. M's wishing also a happy birthday. Thank you, M's. Kathy M, is Alaska more west? Yeah, you know what? Actually, it is. It's connected to British Columbia, which is a very western province of Canada. So if you go straight up from us, like if you go from Washington State, you have to go through British Columbia if you're driving through us to get to Alaska, and then Alaska ends up once you get there, it kind of pushes out even more west. So you're right, it is more west than us. It's like, yes, it is near Russia. Actually, it is near Russia. If you, I believe, if you go to the very, very western part of Alaska, you're gonna be close to the very, very eastern. Like you could take a 2-hour ferry and get to Russia from there. All right, we got a nice rally going on. Carlitos with a ripper of a backhand makes his way to the net. DJERE tries to pass, but Carlitos with a beautiful soft touch forehand cross court volley and puts it away. So a little bit of pressure here for DJERE on his serve. Carlitos striking the ball well. And so as I was saying earlier, I'm not sure if Carlos is going to have to play his way into it after four months of not playing a competitive match, but it's looking right now like he is on. So is this adrenaline to be playing, and will he keep it up? I guess we'll see. We will see. Ems wants the ALCARAZ button, please. Yeah, we might have to do it here in a second if he breaks. But yeah. We got Jane asking, how did your Valentine's Day rap battle go? It was amazing. So I've been taking a little time off of music, had some family issues, and it was the first time I'd been in that environment, and everyone was like, Cubby, you got to rap. And finally I felt the moment, and I just ripped a sick freestyle. The night could not have gone any better than it did. It was phenomenal. A big backhand return goes really long from Carlitos. So back to even here, 30 all, 1 all on the DJERE serve. So yeah, so regarding that, it was really good. Everyone knows what's going on. Cubby had a concert yesterday. It's called a cipher, where you get a group of people who love to rap. Oh, we got our first breakpoint opportunity. We rap in a circle. We just kind of go one by one by one, and there's a DJ mixing instrumentals in the background, and it's just awesome. Was it Gary? Actually, I have a music video on YouTube. So not now. Don't leave the stream, but after the stream, check out Covey Caravan, and you'll see one of my music videos if you're interested. And you get to see my whole body too, because everyone just gets to see me from like here upwards on these streams. MJ asking, Covey, you a musician? Yes, I am a hip hop artist. I have released 3 albums here, and we've got a double fault for the first break of the match. So let's get this broken on the clay button. And Ems, this one's for you.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
And we got the first button. There we go. Let's see. M asking what's the video. It's called Caravan, like the actual Dodge Caravan van. So if you type in just Covey Kavi space Caravan, you'll get to see what Gary saw yesterday. M saying, I think Alcaraz and Runa will be forces this year. I absolutely agree with you. I think that they're both going to be very hard to beat, especially when they get a little momentum going in certain tournaments and stuff like that. I find Carlitos does sometimes take a while to get, like, he seems to have like one average performance at some point, like early in a tournament. But then once he gets over that, if he does, he kind of cruises, and he's really, really strong in the second half of tournaments. His record is phenomenal. Okay, let's see here. Man, the chat is popping off. It's hard for me to keep up, but I will do my best. MJ, are you the rapper known as Covey? Yes, I am. I have not visited Alaska. No, I have not. I have not gone that far north in British Columbia yet, but I would love to. And one of my ex-girlfriends is from the Yukon, which is beside Alaska. It's also above British Columbia. It's really high up there, and it's cold. Body served by Carlitos into DJERE, and he cannot handle it. So nice first serve. 15 love, Carlitos. So, and then, yeah, so she's gone up to Alaska because it was just like it's a closer drive, obviously, from there. And she said it always had really good times. So, yeah, I'd love to check it out there. All right, here's Carlitos serving 15 love. Serve is long. Okay, I'm going to try and catch up to this. Second serve is good. And DJERE with a return cross court. And Carlitos forehand. Now DJERE cross court forehand. Carlitos pops it up. And an overhead by DJERE goes into the net. So this is an example. This is one of the things that made Carlos famous. He hits a ball he has absolutely no business hitting, pops it straight up, and forces DJERE to hit one more shot, and he hits it into the net. So the value of making your opponent hit another shot, especially one that they had no business hitting, it really is dejection for the player who, thinks like, against 98% of the tour, that's a winner. But against this guy, it's not. Like, what do I have to do? And then what happens if these things keep happening, typically, is these players, they're like, well, now I got to go closer to the line because Carlos is going to get it if I don't hit it like exactly. So they cut their margins down, and then they start missing. So there's a whole bunch of effects that happen from a player forcing you to hit one more shot. And that was kind of an example right there. All right, Carlitos serving at 30-15. He tried to do his out wide kick serve, but it was just a little wide. So here's a second serve at 35. The Compliment King, glad to hear the Carlos button. Happy to oblige, my friend. Hopefully we'll get a chance for the DJERE button as well. I mean, I like to see all the buttons, but definitely hoping Carlos does well. What a beautiful +1 there. Carlos serves it out wide, and it comes back cross court. He steps around his backhand and goes forehand inside out. God, I miss watching him step around these backhands and just pulverize the ball. So much whip on it, so much shape on it as well. As they show Carlitos' box, it looks like Juan Carlos is not there, but his agent is, and the I'm forgetting the Juan Carlos's coach. When Juan Carlos was playing, he helps out as well. So serve comes back unreturned into the court. So Carlitos up 3-1 and consolidates his break. Let me grab that consolidation there. Max is asking, is the crowd packed? It's looking okay. So you can only see, I can only see about on the sides. I can see that there's only 2 rows, and then there's bleachers behind it. The 2 rows are full, and it looks like the front rows are all full, but I can't see basically beyond like the 3rd row. I would assume it would be, though. I mean, Carlos, I've been watching on Twitter. There's some practice footage that they're showing where people are like lying down underneath, the netting so that they can watch him practice. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to be pretty full stadium. Oh yeah, they showed a different angle. It is definitely pretty full for sure. 30 love for DJERE as Carlos hits that one long. And Ram Bakshi saying the Alcaraz forehand is a sight to behold. Yes, it absolutely is. Oh, looks like GSL has made it. Covey, numerous familiar GTL people. It's your boy GSL with the smiling, laughing emoji. Welcome, Gary. And again, thank you so much for checking out the music video. You left a comment after you checked it out after the stream yesterday. It was pretty cool to see my worlds colliding here. So, I don't know if this is a joke, but Kathy, which country borders the U.S. to the south? That would be Mexico. Here we go. Covey and the Yukon Caravan. Great group name. There you go. Brazil. Yeah, Brazil is, I don't think it borders it. Definitely doesn't, but it is south of there. There you go, Kathy saying Mexico. Okay, Jerry with an easy hold. So he gets back on some solid footing after a shaky end to that last service game where he double faulted for the break. First serve winning percentage, Carlos 60, Jerry 73. Second serve winning percentage, this is a big one, Carlos 100, and Laslo with 50%. That's a big stat. Winning points on second serve is huge in tennis. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I think I'm pretty much caught up on the chat. I was just feeling a little behind. You know what? For Laslo, I'm going to give him a little love because that was a nice hold after he got broken there. So a little bit of love.
Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share.
Okay, so it looks like Jerry is taking a medical timeout. They took a look at his right arm or right forearm. Now the medical staff has left, but it still says medical timeout. So I'm not sure what's going on. Jerry's eating something out of a. Oh, I guess the medical timeout's over. They're back. No mention. I didn't hear anything. They didn't put anything on the screen. They're showing a replay. So he sits down and he kind of presses his stomach and he's eating something out of a little tub. I don't know if it's grapes or dates or olives or something. I don't know. I don't think someone would eat olives in the middle of a match, but anyways, trying to get you all the info. Not sure why it still says medical timeout, but 3-2, Carlitos up a break, serving here in the first set. First serve into the net. And it's that season again in tennis where the players hit their feet to wipe the dust off of them with the clay courts. Backhand return, Jerry. Now backhand Carlitos, backhand Jerry, backhand Carlitos, backhand Jerry. Carlitos with a drop. Jerry gets to it and hits it forehand. Carlitos lobs it over him. Now they're back to the baseline. Backhand Jerry, backhand Carlitos, backhand up the line. Jerry, forehand Carlos, forehand Jerry, backhand Carlos, forehand Jerry, forehand Carlos, forehand Jerry. Off the tape, and it lands on his side. So Carlitos takes the first point. Great rally to start that one. Very nicely done there. Okay. Yeah, so Kathy helping me out there. Lower rows are full. They're not panning the stands. They did show one angle, and yeah, it's pretty full in there. I don't know if it's like sold out full, but definitely. Oh, there's another. Yeah, they're showing another good angle. Yeah, they're pretty full here, the stands. Serve out wide and then a drop shot. Beautiful. That's exactly what Carlitos busted on the scene with last year with these phenomenal kick serves out wide, and then he places a drop shot perfectly. Jerry was well outside the behind the baseline when he struck that return, and he was still well behind the baseline when Carlitos hit the drop shot. Jerry had no chance, couldn't get there. Okay, let's see here. Carlos, nice serve up the middle, return back up the middle. Now backhand chop from Jerry goes long. 40 love now for Carlitos. looking for his first game to love. Let's see. Will it happen? The compliment can sing shrooms and colorful bubbles everywhere after that button. Good stuff. Groovy. All right. Body serve. Nice return from DJERE, but it's a short return. What I mean by nice is that he even got it back. It was a body serve, but it was a short return. Carlitos eats those for breakfast. Stepped into that. No problem. Cross-court forehand. And it's 4-2 now. Gary, always here to support the GTL family, Covey. As I said, there was some great production quality in that video. The singer was not half bad also. Thank you very much. Yeah, I did some quick double time stuff, and my buddy who did the editing did a great job. We did some drone shots, so yeah. All right, so here's DJERE serving down a break, 2-4 in the first set. Sean's asking, hey, Sean, good to see you, buddy. Sean Power, did ALCARAZ play this one because it's an easier field than Rotterdam for his comeback? I'm not sure. I wonder if he's just trying to get back into the clay swing of things, as that's going to be the next major, or yeah, it's a good question. I don't really know why, but I know that he likes clay. That's definitely a big thing. Oh, this is actually a good response. This might be, yeah, thank you, Kathy. Says, I think clay, Sean, because he had a leg injury and clay is easier surface on the body. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Covey, what are your views on David Nalbandian? Is there some new news that I have missed, or are you just in general asking me? I know he's a giant killer. He's had some really big victories against big players, and he had a very distinct style with his headband. I believe, who's he coaching now? Is it Davidovich Fokina? But I mean, I'm a fan. I think he was a great character, and yeah, and he had some really big upsets. So, you know, a giant killer. That's tough to be in tennis. Impressive. Oh, nice deep return from Carlos. Now DJERE with the forehand. Oh, off the tape, and it goes wide. So it's now 15-40. Carlitos with 2 break point opportunities now. I remember David Nalbandian. He would always play with Federer's amazing rival. Yeah, he was a great player. Maybe even underrated because he didn't win too many big trophies, but he had some. I think he wasn't one of the few players to beat all 3 of the big 3. Was it, or was he? Nice rally going on, by the way. Here, forehand Carlos, forehand DJERE goes wide. So now another break for Carlitos, and he's just 4 points away from the first set. Let's hit that broken button again. And a little bit more Carlito love.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Compliment King is responding to you here as well, Ram, saying one of the all-time great talents in tennis. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't be a giant killer without a little bit of with a lot of skill and talent. Jamie Drummer saying hi. Welcome, Jamie. Great to have you in the chat. Haven't seen you in a couple streams. Josip in the house, our Australian friend. What's up, JP? Haven't seen you as well in a while. I think I did see your name earlier. I don't think I popped it up on the screen, but great to have you back here, my friend. And also you're saying good to see Dominic Thiem winning. Yeah, really want him to do well. I was afraid that tennis passed him by as he got his injury, but it's looking better now. I think he's won 6 of his last 8 or something, and yeah, he's doing all right. Jamie Drummer saying, but I thought clay was more physically demanding than harder grass with rallies generally longer. The rallies are longer, but because the actual surface is a little bit softer, there's less impact on the body. So on your knees and your hips and such. That's why hard courts are going to be like the most difficult on your body. It's a hard surface, your body's hitting it, whereas clay, they have a layer of kind of like sand, so that it's not as hard when you push down. So that's what they meant by kind of ease of play. It's softer on the feet. Another ripper by DJERE of a forehand, and Carlitos gets it back, and then DJERE with a drop shot winner. But another example, Carlos had no business getting that ball back, but he did. And so right now, after this 4-month layoff and with an injury, his movement looks A-okay. Looks 100% from here. Love 15, Carlos serving, first serve, and he's serving for the set, I should add, at 5-2 here. First serve is long, second serve coming up. All right, second serve is good. Nice kick serve, returned wide, and then Carlitos backhand up the middle. Sorry, up the line, I should say, for an easy +1, and it's 15 all. Max asking, do you think team can win another title, whether it's a 250, 500, etc.? I do believe he can. I was a little bit skeptical until the last month because he'd had some really tough, just really some tough losses. And he was even saying things like, you know, I'm mentally not feeling it. But I see him getting better. Oh, forehand up the line by Carlos is a monster. He's literally, he runs to his right and he's sliding this way as he's hitting the ball this way. And it's just a beautifully timed forehand that goes right up the line. It's like he's sliding this. I mean, it's crazy. The physics of it is just nuts. 30-15 here. Alcaraz 2 points away from the first set. But yes, the answer is I do think team will. Kathy agrees. Yeah. And just to go further, Kathy adds, yeah, but there isn't a lot of pounding on the body on clay. Exactly. Longer points, but less wear and tear physically. Perfectly put. And a nice serve out wide. DJERE tried to go up the line, but that's wide. And Carlitos has 2 set points now. So in only 29 minutes, Carlitos looks like he's back on track. Yeah, it's looking good. First serve into the net. Rom asking, do you like Joker backhand or Nalbandian? Ooh, Nalbandian had a really nice backhand too, didn't he? I mean, Djokovic is, I think it's undeniable that he's one of the greatest backhands. Second serve is good, and it's a kicker. DJERE hits it very wide, and it's 6-2 first set for Carlitos. One more time for Carlos.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
All right, so there we go. Carlitos flying after 4 months. Guess who's in the chat? We got Cross Court Tennis, aka Dave. David, what's up? Not Rab Devad in the house. Great to have you, brother. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Says hello to Kathy, JP, Jamie, Gary, myself. You got Jamie Drummer saying thumbs up on to David. Hello, David. Everyone's excited to see David. Jamie saying Andy Murray backhand. Yeah, it's up there as well. Agassi's up there. And then you got the one-handers. Of course, you got the Gasquets and the Federers and the Wawrinkas. And actually, Stan beat Gasquet yesterday in the battle of the dope-ass backhands. Ram Bakshi is saying there's a footballer named Carlos Alcaraz as well. Yeah, it's so funny because I got obsessed with like, when's Carlos's next match? Who is he playing? You know, constantly after I saw him take out Tsitsipas in the U.S. Open 2 years ago. And so I always have my news. I had my Google News alert set up for anytime there's Alcaraz news. And then I started getting like the soccer, or I guess football player. Over here in North America, we call it soccer, but this footballer named Al, and I was like, what? What's going on here? And then I had to open up a couple of articles, and before I realized, like, oh, it's another Alcaraz. Renard Fox saying Carlos just passes the eye test. When I first saw him, I knew he would be winning multiple majors. Yeah, you know what? That's how I felt when I saw him beat Tsitsipas. I was completely floored. And then I don't know, you might have heard, some of you may have heard me say this on another stream. I don't know when I said this, but I remember saying on the stream that after that, after he beat Tsitsipas, I literally watched every single match. I think other than like a couple of Davis Cup matches that I couldn't find in local TV or whatever, I watched every single match that he played for the next year. So from when he beat Tsitsipas at the U.S. Open till he won at the U.S. Open last year, I think I watched every one of his matches. I was addicted. He was hitting with so much power, and I was like, I mean, is this guy going to be able to keep this level up? And he just kept on getting better and better. He went crazy. He wins Barcelona, and then he wins obviously Miami, and then he wins Barcelona. Then he beats Djokovic, or no, first Nadal, then Djokovic, then Zverev in Madrid, and just I was like, oh, this guy's crazy. So, anyways, yeah, I jumped on the bandwagon as soon as he beat Tsitsipas. We got Gary saying, quite a contrast. Carlos looks great. DJERE looks awful. Hoping for better opposition later in the week. Yeah, same here. I actually thought that DJERE would, this is probably like one of the better chances he'll have in his career to take out Alcaraz. However, it's looking like it's not the case. By the way, there's a toilet break. Laslo DJERE has gone to the bathroom, so that's why there's a delay, in case anyone is wondering. Carlos is literally doing some racket tricks for the crowd. He's flipping his racket. Hey, let's do a little kip. And by the way, the crowd is packed. They're showing some other angles. Yeah, he's definitely got the crowd packed. So Carlitos, black and white Nike shoes, white Nike shorts with a black swoosh on the left leg. And then he's got an all pink, a really bright neon pink shirt with just a black Nike swoosh on the middle. He's got his, of course, he's got his Babolat racket. And on his right wrist, he has a white Nike sweatband. So there you go. That's the kit. We'll get to DJERE in a second. The crowd is clapping. They're wondering what's going on. I'm going to look at some more comments since we have some time here. Let's see here. So we got a couple takes on Carlitos. Renard saying, Kathy, movement, power, form, poise, he's got it all. David saying, unbiased take here, Andy is the greatest ever Scottish tennis player. I love it, love it. There you go. Let's see. Renard saying, wow, cover, that's dedicated. Yeah, I mean, I didn't do it on purpose. It was just, I was like compelled. I was like, oh my God, this guy can really, I don't know, it's something about his play. I've never been so excited to watch someone. And again, I was wondering if he could keep it. I was like, maybe this guy's just like on fire at the moment. But the fact that he kept it on and then became the world number one, it was crazy. And of course, there's going to be people saying that it's not the real number one and all that stuff. But the fact is, he played where he could play, and anyone who would have made number one when Djokovic was not there would have got it, and it would have been theirs. But anyways, that's another kind of discussion. But in my opinion, you can't fault someone for playing and winning, and you know, that's all you can do. You know, like a lot of people say, oh, Casper Ruud shouldn't be, you know, number two. Well, he made it to two major finals. That's what 2,400 points right there, and then he obviously won a few tournaments and stuff like that. You can't fault someone for showing up and winning just because other people aren't there for whatever reason. Another defensive chance there from attempt to lob it back from Carlos on the backhand, but that is no-go. So 30 love here for Laslo, looking a little bit sharper coming out. Oh, we got some more bars from a man. Ghost saying, new bars, ball so hard. Carlos with the grimace. Forehands like fastballs, this ain't even tennis. DJERE losing his religion like REM, because a savior born in Spain, not Bethlehem. Oh, that's real right there. Very, very real. Laslo puts that one away, so he's up 40 love, looking pretty solid on his service game. He serves out wide, then pulls Carlos wide again, and then on the third shot goes back and wrong foots Carlitos. So some smart play there. All right. Nice out wide serve by DJERE. A return up the middle, Carlitos, and the +1 from Laslo. DJERE is wide. And so it's 40-15. Now DJERE kind of bends over. And I don't know if he's stretching out his hamstring or it's still a stomach. They didn't really say what the medical timeout was about, but looking a little bit strained there, but he's fine, I think. But something to maybe watch out for as this match continues. First serve into the net. And second serve is up. And backhand return, Carlos up the middle. DJERE with an inside-out forehand, beautifully placed, but Carlitos lobs it back deep. Now DJERE with the forehand. Oh, forehand out wide. Carlitos rips it back, but Carlitos is his forehand was wide. But man, if he got that, it would have been one of his early points shots of the year for Carlitos had he returned that. But he did not, and here we are, 1 love for Laslo. Let's give him a little bit of love.
Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share.
Sean saying, I think Alcaraz versus Tsitsipas in Barcelona had some of the craziest tennis. Yeah, it was phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. Do you remember when Tsitsipas ripped the ball at Carlitos? Like ripped it as hard as he could, not even trying to win the point. I think he was trying to get in Carlitos' head. He actually lost the set on that point. It was a crazy thing. But yeah, I remember that match. And then they also had that crazy double tweener point in Miami, the two of them. Where Carlos did the lob tweener, which was crazy as well. DJERE wins that first point. Kathy likes the bars, Ghost, so nicely done. Fire, says David. Will the Greek Jesus play at RG? Asking Rom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll be playing. You're talking about Tsitsipas, of course. Yeah. The Compliment King. Yeah, Cubby, for some reason, I'm feeling something special in my chest about Carlos for this year at the moment. Yeah, same here. You know, I'm hearing a lot. And look, I love the top 3. I love Djokovic. I love Rafa. I don't have animosity towards any of them. But I am seeing a lot of people saying, okay, now Djokovic has a chance to do the calendar slam. I mean, I feel like there's some players that have something to say about it, and Carlitos is one of them. So I just feel like it's a little early for that chat. If he wins Roland Garros, then I'm like, okay, now this really could be on. But after one, I think it's still a little early. And I think, you know, again, I think these guys, you know, even someone like Holger Rune, like he doesn't want to just face these guys, like look forward, you know, for example, like in Paris Bercy, Rune was he had won his semifinal, and in the post-game match press conference, someone asked him, hey, you're probably hoping Djokovic loses in the semi, right? And he says, no, absolutely not. I want to test myself against the best player in the world. And that's the mentality that Carlitos has as well. And I think there's some middle gen guys. That's what I'm going to call the Zverevs, the Tsitsipas's, the Rublevs. You know, they're the middle gen now because they're no longer next. Those are the guys. I feel like they didn't have that killer mentality. They didn't want to face them. They wanted to avoid them. And so that's where I think these guys are a different breed. Okay, here we go. Carlos serving 15-30. We got a nice backhand rally. Another backhand from Carlitos. Backhand DJERE. Forehand Carlitos. Backhand DJERE. Carlitos makes way to the net, but DJERE passes him up the line. So very nicely played there. And he's got a couple of break points. 15-40 on the Alcaraz serve. So, Jerry, maybe that toilet break helped him out. Or maybe he just heard me predict that Carlos would win in 3, and he's just trying to make that happen. Okay, let's Gary, I asked Ben today, but he ignored me. We need a GTL pool on when the 2 epic matchups will happen first. Iga Arena, Carlos Novak. Yeah. I was actually really, really bummed. No offense to any Rublev fans. I was really bummed that, by the way, Carlos just saved a nice serve there, saved the first break point. I was really bummed when Rune lost to Rublev, because that would have been a Rune versus Djokovic quarter, I believe, in Australia. I still personally think if that had happened, I would have, I'm leaning heavily towards Djokovic, but I would have loved to see it. I'd love to see a guy who's that hungry. Oh, this is appetizing. Another break point saved for Carlitos, so nerves not a problem. The Compliment King, nice at Ghost. I see you. Covey, we may have to have a GTL freestyle chat cipher someday soon. You heard it here first. I would love that. I would love that. I'm going to have to help Ben with some of these buttons as well, because now that I'm kind of entrenched here into the GTL life, I think it's time. And I've also starting to get that itch for the music back after a little bit of time. Carlitos with 3 straight points advantage. So nicely done so far to come out of a 15-40 hole. Nice, kicks her super wide, and it comes back long. It was so wide that I couldn't even see DJERE from the TV feed. So yeah, you guys may have remembered he did that to great effect on clay last year, except for against Sinner. Sinner was really good on that. Okay. Kathy would like to be a fly on the wall. We'll just invite you to the cipher. You don't have to be a fly on the wall. Let's see here. All right, Jerry's serving here. We're on. He's down a set, but we're on serve in the second. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Max asking about the young 18-year-old Frenchman, which I'll get to in a second. Carlitos with a beautiful forehand return, and then Jerry had to desperately pop it up. Carlitos comes to the net for an easy short ball put away, puts it into the stands. I don't know if someone has asked this question before. Are you familiar with the up-and-coming tennis player Artur Fils? I am definitely familiar with him as of last week. I did not know much about him. I think I'd seen his name on a couple of draws here and there, perhaps, or in some just around. But to watch him, he's got a great movement, great forehand, and I did see a little bit of like the Carlitos in him. You know what I mean? Like not the middle gen style of mentality, but like these Rune Carlitos kind of style. So I hope he does well, man. Great for French tennis, and yeah, he just to me the movement was really impressive. I saw a bunch of highlights. I watched a little bit of a couple of matches, but I didn't sit down and watch like thoroughly as I like to do. But excited for him. I would definitely be excited for him if I was a French tennis player. Yeah. He says, I don't do anything for free. Just kidding. Also, Covey would destroy me. I don't know, man. We could never know. Never know. But what yesterday my freestyle, what I started off by saying, it's your boy. I write tracks, never get a feature. I'm smoking reefer in Costa Rica with some yoga teachers, looking at the Mona Lisa or something like that. It was so much fun. It just like came to me in the moment. Let's see here. What else? Kathy, where? Oh, okay. I was reading some comments here. Those guys are now, and they're also then present and past at the same time. Jamie's asking a question here. It's let me just get this point going. 30 all. Nice forehand from DJERE, returned by Carlitos. It's a short ball, and DJERE puts it away. So 40-30 game point here for Laslo. Who going to be new challengers at Wimby this year? Surely the most unpredictable slam in terms of maybe not the winner, but challengers. I'm going to go ahead and say I think Sinner is going to have a good time on grass. I just think he's a phenomenal mover on grass. There's something about his lankiness, but also stability, maybe from the fact that he was like a skier. So DJERE holds, by the way. So 2-1, we're on serve here in the second. So I'm going to go ahead and say Sinner is my pick for someone who could surprise. And I also think Carlitos is going to have some success at Wimbledon. I don't know if it's going to be this year. He's only played 2 seasons on grass in his life, I believe, and not many matches. And I think he has a little bit to learn about movement because Sinner has a softer. He's not as heavy. Like ALCARAZ, he runs really hard and he like stops the ground, and it's effective on hard and on clay. But I don't think that tactic is as good. So he's got to learn to be a little more nimble on his toes. And I think that's what Sinner has. So, but that's just how I see it. So we'll see. Let's see, where else am I here? Should we give, let's give Laslo a button here. He's been playing pretty well in the set.
Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share.
That's interesting. Jamie Singari, I really thought Medi could have been interesting at Wimbledon last year, but of course they didn't let them play. Yeah, he's another guy for sure who he's good on grass. I think he's a little bit better on hard courts, of course. Well, he's a lot better, but he's got the size and he's got good movement for sure. Battle of the rap lyrics in the chat. Kathy saying, talk on tennis podcast as he's the next French player, the winner that Gasquet wasn't. First serve ace for Carlitos at 1-2 on serve. Yeah, there's an explosiveness to him that never saw from Gasquet. Gasquet was more of like the classy ball striker, but he's also pretty short. So his movement, though he's really nimble, he didn't have the reach, I found a lot of the times, to be able to, like, he's never beat Nadal. Nadal just overpowers him. I think if you're going to be a ball striker, you need to be able to be a phenomenal mover as well. And though like I said, he is nimble, he just doesn't have that like power. And I think Arthur Fils, as they say en France, has that. No, man, it's not Costa Rican. Costa Rica. Costa Rica yoga teacher. Actually, you're right. You had it right. From Boston, like Jane. All right, let's see. Sick burn. Ghost says the winner that has given out. Sick burn. Brutal. Kind of funny. Oh, people shouldn't be sleeping on Corda. I think he's having a breakout. Renard, you're right. He was my other one. Someone on Twitter, as Carlos makes it 40 love, unreturned serve. He's doing his kick serve on his first serve, and it's very effective. And not just out wide on the ad side, but even on just regularly, he's doing his like a kick serve first serve. So good to see some new variety coming from Carlitos here. I'll get to this comment in a second. All right, we got forehand Carlitos. Here's DJERE with a forehand. Another one from Carlos. Backhand DJERE. Drop shot Carlitos. Cannot get there. Rare. Well, that's twice now that DJERE has hit a drop shot Carlitos cannot get to. People should sleep on Corda. I think he's having a breakout year. Corda is my other Wimbledon pick. I was actually having a conversation with someone on Twitter about this. I think Corda has that smoothness of movement, kind of like Roger, actually. He's actually maybe the smoothest mover for me since Roger. That's not to say that he's the best mover, but there's Roger looked like he was never sweating kind of thing. So it's the same there. Hey, by the way, folks, wanted to implore you to please give me a like on this video if you may. All of your likes, all of your comments are appreciated. They help us bring you more tennis by putting us up in the algorithm. Actually, this is kind of hilarious. We got 34 likes and we only have currently 24 people watching. So we're batting like 1.3, like 130%. So that's pretty good. But yeah, if you haven't given us a like, please do. We appreciate it. And thank you all for joining me to watch Carlitos open up. Oh, beautiful serve and volley. So Carlitos serves it out wide, runs up to the net for the serve and volley. DJERE, he hits the return right up the middle and it dips right at the net. And Carlitos just finesses it beautifully. Yeah, serve out wide, runs up to the net. DJERE with a beautiful dipper. But Carlitos just finesses it and goes cross court, and it was lovely, beautiful. That's exactly what you would expect Carlitos to do, and he holds. So we're on two all is what I was trying to say. I'm reading while I'm saying stuff. All right, so DJERE here serving 2-all, love all. Serves up the middle, backhand return. Now DJERE forehand, Carlitos cross court, forehand. DJERE is long, love 15. Okay. Hey, GSL, my man, says Covey, great minds think alike about Sinner. Yeah, Sinner's got the nimble. Love it. I love how he moves. I think it's great. I think he has a leg up on the younger guys in that sense. Although Runa, I'd like to see him on the grass too. I'm sure he's pretty good. Carlitos with a drop shot, and it's beautiful. DJERE didn't even try. He was at the baseline when Carlitos hit it, and he didn't even cross the baseline. So, real quick, Carlos is making his move. It's love 30 on DJERE's serve, and Carlitos with 2 nice points. You know, Carlitos, he gets in these little rhythms where you're like, okay, this guy's just ready to get a break. He doesn't want to wait. Serves up the middle. Return is a lob that lands deep. DJERE goes inside out forehand. Carlitos with another lob. DJERE with an overhead into the net, just like in the first set. So here we go, folks. Carlitos, yeah, I'm spitting. Carlitos making him hit another shot that he had no business hitting. It's just demoralizing. And then off of that, you hit your second overhead smash into the net, and you're thinking, what the heck do I have to do? So triple break point here, love 40. And Carlitos looking to make quick work. First serve is long. Jamie, I agree with Jamie. So I'll address this in a sec. Second serve is wide. Carlitos with a moonball return, and then Carlitos backhand goes long. Medi took Nadal's soul in Australia last year. Medi still hasn't found it. I think what you meant to say, Nadal took Medi's. And yes, I agree with you. Something about that match, Medi has not been the same since then. And it's understandable, right? You think, okay, I'm about to win my second straight, not just second, but second straight major. And then ever since then, it's just gone tumbling down. So yeah, I think there's definitely some of that in there. All right, return up the line, backhand from Carlitos. Now backhand DJERE cross court, backhand Carlitos is long, so DJERE saves 2. So far, it's 30-40. Please listen to Max, everyone. Hit that like button. Please do. Like and subscribe if you haven't. As you know, our new target is 100,000 as we hit 50,000 in Australia. So we're only halfway there. We need you more than ever. Okay. All right, Carlitos return is a nice deep return. Now backhand from DJERE cross court, backhand Carlitos, forehand DJERE, forehand Carlitos, another forehand Carlitos cross court. Now DJERE with a forehand up the line, backhand desperation block from Carlitos is long. So great effort here from Laslo. DJERE brings it back to level at boost here from the love 40 down. Let's see here. I think Covey has mentioned that Carlitos has been doing drop shots right now. Yeah, he's done a few. He's done at least 3 or 4. A couple of them I've been kind of chatting during the play, but yeah, looking good. His touch is on. He did hit one into the net as well, so it's not been perfect. Oh, return is wide. It looked like it might hit the line, but no. Great serve out wide by DJERE, and then the return from Carlitos just a little wide. So DJERE now with 4 straight points, and now it's advantage. Again, stretching something out. He's under some discomfort. It's not obvious, but between points is when he's kind of showing some discomfort. All right, first serve. Beautiful serve out wide. And Carlitos tried to lob it back, but no go. And there you go. Great hold from Laslo.
Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share.
So Jamie's asking, favorite 3 months, tennis months of the year. And Kathy's got Kathy, I like your responses here. June, July, August, meaning the majors. Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go. I have it there. French, Wimbledon, US. So yeah, I'd agree. You know, I might throw January in there just because a month and a half without tennis, you kind of get itching. And so you're like, okay, finally January's here. You get a couple Adelaide tournaments and you get your Aussie Open. So that might have it just for the sake that I'm missing tennis. I might throw January in there, but other than that, I think the summer, I guess North American summer, you could say, or the Northern Hemisphere summer, more accurately, probably my favorite. So I'm going to go with Kathy on that. JP saying Medvedev might have Russian-Ukrainian war on his mind. Yeah, maybe. It could be. I mean, this is real stuff, right? It's real life stuff that are affecting people, you know. I do like the Paris Bercy tournament too in November. That's a really fun one for me. It's like one of the last sort of big things of the year, other than the year-end championship. Let's see. Oh, Rom. His heart and mind are true and tough. His sportsmanship more than enough. A role model admired by so many. Rafa Nadal, he's worth every penny. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. Got some good structure in there. You got tough rhymes with enough. Admired by many, worth every penny. I like it. I'll give that like a 7.8 out of 10. And that's pretty good coming from me because I'm a tough grader. All right, Carlitos serving here, second serve, beautiful ace second serve out wide. Looks like DJERE was expecting it to go up the tee. So that's ace number 2 for Carlos Alcaraz. DJERE has 3, and then the double fault 0 for Carlitos, 1 for DJERE. This is a good one too, actually. Max saying March is nice with Miami and Indian Wells. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, we got Ghost with some more bars. I'm going to have to put that in. Nice overpowering forehand from DJERE there. So 15 all on the Carlito serve. Ghost, next gen bars. Jack be quick and Jack be nimble. Draper hitting back with walls. Hitting back walls with his big swinging cymbal. Musetti in the trap with his samurai back, but Runa bringing gifts like old Chris Kringle. Oh, I like that because you rhyme nimble, cymbal, and Kringle, but then you put the samurai back in the middle. So it's like that's called like an AABA structure, and I like that. It's unexpected. Very nicely done. Really bummed about this. Belinda Bencic withdrew and Iga advances to the corners. Yeah, I was really bummed about that. As you all might know from watching my streams, I'm really been high on Bencic this year. And I love that she's been playing so well. And I wanted to see her against someone so on form, especially after I saw the score line from Iga, the 6-0-6-1 demolition of Danielle Collins. I was like, okay, now I want to see this more because they're both like looking to be in top form. All right, here's Carlitos, 40-15. He's looking great on his serve, by the way. First serve into the body. Laslo backhands that into the net. So Carlitos keeps pace. We are at 3-all here in set number 2.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
We got Rom with some more bars. I'll get this in 1 sec. First serve is good. Forehand return, Carlos. Forehand up the line winner, DJERE. Nicely done. From Mallorca to the world stage, he's conquered all. From Mallorca to the world stage, he's conquered all at every stage. His passion for the sport, all can gauge. On the court, he's a force to engage. Nice, nice. Gauge, engage. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Definitely Rafa fan here. Yeah, Gary, it is true. She has withdrawn. I'm very, very bummed. Belinda, such a great competitor currently. Yes, absolutely. Huge bummer. That was honestly one of the most excited I've been for a match so far this week. And I've been excited for quite a few matches this week. There's so many good matches going on. All right, here we go. Laslo, 15-all. First serve is good. Carlos, a forehand return. Forehand, DJERE. Backhand, Carlos, backhand DJERE, forehand Carlos, forehand DJERE, backhand Carlos, backhand DJERE, forehand ripper of a forehand Carlos. That cannot be handled by DJERE, and it's now 15-30. Alcaraz. Okay. Okay, here we go. 15-30, first serve into the net. I love the clay courts because you can just see where the players have like kind of run. You can kind of like track their paths. It's really sweet. Oh, that was a weird one. Carlos returned. I think it landed on the baseline, and DJERE just completely whiffed it, like completely missed the ball. And I'm pretty sure it's because it landed on the baseline. So 2 break points now. Carlos had 3 in a previous serving return game, but now he's got a couple more. He wasn't able to convert earlier in this set. 2 more chances now, though. Okay, we got a backhand to backhand, backhand Carlitos, backhand DJERE, backhand Carlos, backhand slice DJERE, forehand Carlos to the backhand of DJERE. He returns that. Forehand tries to go, Alcaraz tries to go inside out, but that's wide. So that's 4 straight break points saved. 3 in the previous 2 games ago, and then 1 here. However, Carlitos does have 1 more breakpoint opportunity at 30-40. Okay, first serve is good. Carlos' return is wide, so back to deuce. 5 straight breakpoint saved here for DJERE. Good effort in the second set. Well, let's get to the kit for Laslo, by the way. He's wearing, he's rocking the Lotto gear, L-O-T-T-O. He's got a forehand right here. That's a winner, first of all. Beautiful. So he's rocking a white shirt, and he's got blue on his arms and also kind of under the armpits going down with the Lotto symbol on his chest. He's got a couple of blue Lotto sweatbands on the wrists, white Lotto shorts, and blue shoes. No headgear for either player. First serve up the line is wide. Advantage for DJERE here. Second serve. is good. Backhand return Alcaraz, and then forehand DJERE, forehand Alcaraz, forehand DJERE, forehand Alcaraz is wide. So another gutsy hold for Laslo DJERE. Another one with speed and power in his play. He dominates the clay all day. Grand slam. He takes away Rafa's skills. No one can downplay. Yep. Pretty sweet, man. You might have to write some jingles for Rafa. I think he'd like that. Absolutely. Let's see. Guitar 88. Will Alcaraz make his move? It looked like he was about to, but in the end was unable. Okay, we got a changeover going on. Max saying, Ram, I like your rap lyrics. There you go. Everyone's getting into the rhyming. There should be a Battle of the Rappers tennis edition on this channel. Let's see here. All right. Oh, that's my puppy. Go be. Oh. Okay, here comes Carly. Excuse me, one quick second. Got to open the door so my dog can go out. There you go. Apologies for the barking. My dog got excited because someone has just entered the house. All right, here's Carlitos serving on serve 3-4 in the second set. First serve is good. And forehand Carlitos, backhand DJERE, forehand Carlitos, forehand DJERE, backhand Carlitos, backhand DJERE, backhand drop shot Carlitos. DJERE gets to it. And then Carlitos, couldn't raise that over his head. And a little cat and mouse. And then DJERE wins a little volley battle at the net. Nicely done. Oh, Kathy's saying put him on camera. I'll bring when she comes back up, I'll get her on. I've brought her a couple times. You have 4 dogs. Oh wow, what kind do you have? That's sweet. No, my puppy's name is Gobi. It's a Hindi word for cauliflower. So yeah, it's not guppy. But in Hindi, the word puppy means kiss. So sometimes I go up to my puppy and I say, give me a puppy. Because that. We got Sue Wan Lim. Hi, Covey. Hey, Sue, haven't seen you in a little bit. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a good time enjoying it here. Hey, by the way, please do give us a like if you're here enjoying what you see. We have 40 likes right now, which is phenomenal because there's only 25 people watching. So it looks like people are coming in, dropping some love, and then maybe going to do other stuff and then coming back. So thank you all. Really, really appreciate that. All right, Laslo DJERE now putting some pressure on Carlitos. Love 30 on the Carlos serve. Serve is good. Nice return by DJERE. Forehand up the line by Carlos, and then a slice by DJERE. Carlitos at the net, tries to volley across into the open space, but no dice, hits the net. And triple break point now for Laslo DJERE on the Carlitos serve. So big, huge turn of events going on here. It went from Carlos having 5 breakpoint opportunities in a row, so in a couple of different games, and couldn't convert any of them. And now Laslo's getting his first chance at a break in this set. Beautiful first serve out wide ace. Laslo doesn't think it was in, or at least he's checking it. He's saying that it was out. And the umpire agrees with him, comes out of his chair. So that first serve is not an ace. It is a fault. So here we go. Second serve coming up. And return up the middle. Forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand DJERE. Forehand Alcaraz, forehand DJERE, forehand backhand Alcaraz, backhand DJERE off the tape, and now forehand Alcaraz up the line into the open court after the let cord there. So he saved one break so far out of 3. 15-40. Yeah, that unlucky for DJERE because the tape did not help him at all. It actually helped Carlos there. Peaches is in the house. Hello, welcome, Peaches. Haven't seen your name pop up here in a while. Great to have you. And Suwon Lim saying thank you. I've been missing your streams. No worries. They're going to keep on coming. And also for all of you who didn't hear yesterday, I mentioned on a stream that I'm going to be doing a weekly Covey's Corner now. Every Monday we're going to do a Covey's Corner. So please look out for that. So you'll see me at least once a week, but hopefully more as I'll be calling matches in between as well. All right. Carlitos trying to do that kick serve, that super duper out wide kick serve. Hits the net, but he's got a second serve here at 30-40 after saving 2 break points. Here's a second serve. Is good. Backhand from DJERE, backhand Alcaraz, backhand DJERE, backhand Alcaraz up the line, wide. And Carlos is saying that one of the shots from DJERE was wide in the rally, and it actually looked like it to me. He's pointed out the ref has come out, and he calls it out. So it is not a break. It's actually deuce. So twice now in this very game, the umpire has come out of his chair. And yeah, they're showing the mark here in slow-mo. And has overturned the call in the play. So here we go. Both players have saved 5. Well, actually, that's not true. In this set, DJERE has saved 5 break points. Carlitos has saved 5 in the whole match. All right, forehand Alcaraz, backhand DJERE is long. So Carlitos has the advantage now after being down love 40. So the same thing happened to DJERE. He was down love 40 and then won 5 straight points. This time Carlitos was down love 40 and he's won 4 and has the advantage. Kathy saying, come on, Carlos, I got to get up. And Suwon saying, I hope this goes to 3. Contrasting comments here back to back. All right. Carlitos out wide, tries the out wide serve again, but that one doesn't make it in. Oh, sorry to hear that. Very, very sorry to hear that, Peaches. Condolences. Best wishes to you and your family. It's always really difficult to lose someone. And yeah, take your time if so I hope I didn't sound like I was putting pressure on you. I hadn't seen you in a while. I just missed you. But yeah, again, condolences to you and your family for that. Carlitos does save after being down love 40, saves it. A beautiful backhand chip volley at the net to take the game. So I'm going to give Carlitos some love after that one.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Ghosting Cubby's Corner News is good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, same here. I'm really glad. And it's a lot of it has to do with you guys for enjoying and commenting and showing that there's enough interest, people enjoying that segment. So it goes from a daily segment in the Australian Open to a weekly segment for the rest of the time. So really happy about that. Okay, Laslo with the first point here in game number 9 of the second set. We are on serve. As Carlitos Alcaraz is up 1 set, winning the first one there, 6-2. All right, second serve here at 15 love from DJERE is off the tape and long, so 15 all. Just the third double fault of the match for DJERE, 0 so far for Carlos. Peach is saying taking it a day at a time. That's the way to do it. It's just one of those things where you divide a number over and over by half. If you do it forever and ever, it's never going to fully erase, but it goes down to a point where it kind of you can kind of get past it and all that stuff. So wishing you all the best. Here we go, 15 all, second serve. Nice return from Carlos up the back with the backhand up the line. Now we got a forehand DJERE, forehand ALCARAZ, forehand DJERE, forehand ALCARAZ is a winner up the line. Beautiful, gives a little fist pump. And it's 15-30. So is Carlos now looking to make his move? Let's see. Good. Yeah, you were definitely missed. Absolutely. Sue1 saying ALCARAZ need those reps. He. So a third setter would be nice. Yeah. Although it's looking pretty good so far. Nice serve up the middle and returned up the middle by ALCARAZ. Off the tape from DJERE. Man, unlucky again. And this one goes long. So he's hit 2 or 3 now in this set off the tape that didn't go his way. And now Carlitos with 2 more breakpoint opportunities. He's had 5 in this set and has not been able to convert. So he's got 2 more at least here. First serve DJERE is wide. So now Carlitos really is licking his lips. I think he's got a second serve opportunity for a big break. This could be a huge moment in the match. Second serve is good. Carlitos backhand, and then he does the saber. But it wasn't good enough because DJERE passes him as he's making his way to the net. So I like the fact that he's trying something different. It was just the execution wasn't there. Smart play. He hit it too, he didn't even make DJERE move. The return was right at his backhand. DJERE didn't even have to run for it, and I think that's why he was able to so easily pass. All right, second chance here for Carlitos. And the serve is wide. So another second serve. Can Carlos take advantage? Let's see, folks. Let us see. Serve is good. Forehand from Carlos into the net. So back to deuce, and that's 7 saved breaks in this set. Huge. Carlos was 2 for 2 in breaks in the first set. And now he's 0 for 7 in the second set, while DJERE is 0 for 5 in the second set. Okay. Another serve out wide. Forehand return. Forehand DJERE. Forehand Carlos. Forehand DJERE. Forehand Carlos. And that was an aggressive exchange. They each were getting a little bit more heavy on the forehand with each shot. And then Carlos with a roar at the end. So another breakpoint opportunity is 3rd of this game. And now 8th of the set. 0 for 7 so far. Let's see if he can finally convert. And if he does, he will be serving for the match. Beautiful serve out wide. And Carlos' return is long. So Laslo, another gutsy break point saved. 8 now in this set. Wow. The tension is mounting here. Back to deuce. Nice serve up the middle. Return was a desperation return as a short ball. And DJERE puts that one away, backhand up the line. Now DJERE is crouching down again. And again, I don't know exactly what is going on, but there's definitely something happening with him. He just looks a little bit uncomfortable. But he's playing well. Gary saying... and an ace, which Carlos is looking to see if that actually was an ace. See if he could. He's saying it was out. So DJERE was given an ace here at advantage for game. And the umpire's out of his chair again now. And he's saying it's good. But Carlos is saying, no, it's this mark. And the umpire is saying, no, it's touching the line. And Carlos is like, no, it's not. This is funny. They're like examining it together now. See, the thing is, in this situation, if the umpire comes down and he calls it in, he's not going to change his mind after that. You know what I mean? But Carlos is trying to explain to him, like, it can't be da-da-da-da-da. I'm not hearing it, obviously, and I don't speak Spanish, but Anyways, he's accepting it, and there's game for Laslo. 5-4 now. They're showing the slow-mo replay. I'm going to say that was in. I think it did touch because there's no gap between the spot and the line. Anyways, Jerry losing that game from Love 40 up will be the story of the match from before, a few service games ago. Could be, although now it's looking a little. Now we're getting into the business, and I'm going to give Laslo, because that was another gutsy hold. I'm going to give Laslo a button here.
Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share.
Okay, Kathy, here you go. This is my little tiny Gobi. She's my cute little baby. She's 2.5, and she's going to get a haircut for the first time in 6 months tomorrow. So she's scruffy as heck. But there you go. That's my little Gobi Bobi. She's super cute and adorable. And yeah, right, puppy? Okay, this is her little bed. Sometimes she sleeps here. She's kind of like a cat dog. So there you go. There you get to see the little baby. Look, they all wanted to see you and meet you. Okay, what's happening? Is it a timeout or is it just a changeover? Laslo is not on the, or no, he is. Yeah, he's. Okay, it's something with his stomach. So he's grabbing his stomach and he's leaning forward like all the way. And but it's not a medical timeout. I think they're going back on the court. He's definitely struggling though. Something is going on. They haven't mentioned anything specifically, but yeah. Okay, here we are, folks. 4-5. Carlos serving to stay in the set. Second serve is good. Backhand return. Now forehand Carlitos. Backhand DJERE. Forehand Carlitos. Forehand DJERE. Forehand Carlitos is wide, and DJERE on his toes there. And he takes the first point. Love 15. How you doing, baby? Okay. Love 15, first serve coming at you from Carlos. Nice serve out wide. DJERE with a great return. Drop shot, Carlitos. DJERE gets to it and redrops, and then Carlos tries to go up the line, but that goes wide. So DJERE now quickly 2 points away from the set. Woo! Okay, let's see here. Oh, we got some, looks like I missed some chats about Roger and Novak at Wimbledon. Might have to try and go up there. Yeah, I have to go back and read that. I'll try and do that, but got to focus on this match here real quick. So, second serve coming, Love 30. Carlitos under some pressure here. Nice serve out wide, and man, great return cross court, and Carlitos can't handle it. He kind of forehand slices it into the net. It's like he wanted to do a drop shot, but changed his mind like mid swing and just kind of went for like a more of a forehand slice. All right, Carlos with a crazy out wide serve. Oh, it's what? Is that in? DJERE is saying that it's wide, but it was called in. and they saying it was in. That was a wicked, wicked serve. So like, it was a kick serve that landed like halfway between the net and the service line. Like that's how like closely it landed in, and it was super wide, so wide that you can't even see Laslo from the wide angle on the TV. Crazy ace there from Carlos. So he saves one break point, but it's still double set point here for Laslo DJERE. Got two more chances to take this set. Big pressure here. Second serve now, Carlitos. Ball is up. Serve is good. Backhand return. Up the line. Backhand Carlitos. Backhand winner from DJERE. And there you have it. He takes the second set 6-4. So we are going to a decider. Wow. Unbelievable. A little bit of love for DJERE here.
Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share. Laslo, share.
All right, folks. So there's going to be just they're sweeping up the court real quick. I'm going to quickly use the facilities. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to put on a little clip for you so you can see JG and Ben have a little go about who they think is going to win this Rafa Medvedev match from last year. I'll be right back, folks.
There should be no special rules for Novak Djokovic at all.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we are for something groundbreaking. Some might call it trial of the century. Some might call it trial of all time.
We did not expect to be covering the first Djokovic watch-along of the year, and he's not playing an opponent. He's playing him against the state. Shout out to everyone joining us. Of course, we've never had so many people in the live chat. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to bring all 23,000 of you up to date with what's happened so far.
Did not think by the third set Ben would be rooting for Rafa and JG would be wishing it's all over. Yeah, a bit weird.
I mean, I just want the pain to end.
I don't even care if he's crawling on his knees and hitting the ball over the net by the fifth. If he gets there, it'll be incredible.
I'm just calling it as it is. I'm trying to be objective watching the match, and he's lost the match. What do you want me to do?
He hasn't lost it. He's still in it. Why do you keep saying he's lost it?
You think? Okay, put a bet on then. What odds would you get on Rafa? 2 sets down.
8s.
Stick a bet on. Seeing as he's not out.
I was just disappointed you're not supporting your man.
No, you're being delusional, Ben. Just grow up.
Not supporting your man.
Delusional.
Not supporting your man. Come on, you guys. What are you doing? I feel like I'm rallying for all of the Rafa fans out there now. Crazy.
Yeah, because you just need to grow up, mate. Like, be realistic.
I've watched tennis many times. I've seen comebacks many times.
Okay.
Many times Ben has seen comebacks. And he was right, because Rafa did come back and win that, and apparently stole Medvedev's soul along the way. All right, so here we go. Laslo serving to start off set number 3. So anyone who had Carlos in 3 or Laslo in 3, I believe, was it Kathy had Laslo in 3? I had Carlos in 3. There's a few at the beginning. And a winner backhand return off the serve from Carlitos. Good way to start this set. So my suspicion was either Carlitos is going to run on adrenaline and be like, I'm so glad that I'm back, that I'm just going to destroy and win it easily in a couple sets. But in the end, I decided that I think that he might have a little bit of a tough time. Because it is hard after 4 months, no matter how good you are, how hard you train. It's just difficult to play. You can never replicate the feeling of a match, no matter how much you try. Wow, another backhand winner return off a second serve. That's 2 swings, and he's up love 30 real quick. Okay. Gary saying momentum change. Yep. Matt Guillaume saying, great live match. Good morning, evening, everyone. I'm a big fan of Carlos. Nice. Welcome, Matt. Very happy to have you. Peach is also saying hello and welcoming you in. Please give us a like, my friend, if you can. We really appreciate it. What are we at so far? Let me just take a look. We're at 43 likes and only 29 people watching right now. So again, we're batting like over 1 1/3. So that's great. Now backhand return off the serve from Carlos, and then forehand from DJERE, backhand ALCARAZ. It's a moon ball. Forehand DJERE, backhand from ALCARAZ into the net. So he's looking a little off. I think it's just a rhythm, again, rhythm timing. 4 months is a long time. Oh, wait, did I see skiing in here? We're skiing. Hey! Skiing is here. Come on, everyone, hit that like button. Great to have you, skiing. All right, let's see. Peach is saying, I thought DJERE is sick. He is playing well. Yeah, there's something up with his stomach, but I don't know what's going on. Max saying, Carlitos, what are you doing? Well, this is his first match after not playing for a while. I won't be hard on him. Oh, my poor dog is licking the bottom of her bowl. Well, dinner time's not for another 45 minutes, Gobi. So sorry for that. Okay. Bill R in the house. What's up, Bill? Saying hi to everyone. Welcome to ALCARAZ versus DJERE, where ALCARAZ just broke to take game 1 of set number 3. Finally, after so long, we get a little bit of a break. So ALCARAZ 3 out of 11 on breaks. He had 8 chances in the last set and couldn't break once. And then he got broken at the end there. Oh, we got some more bars from Ram Bakshi, Roger Federer, the king of the court. His game is smooth. His shots are pure sport. From New York to London, he's won it all. And when it comes to tennis, he stands tall. Boom. Nice. Getting better every time. Let's see here. Gary GSL talking about bathroom breaks. Speaking of pee, I think Laslo just had to go during set 1. He's been much better since then. Nice. Oh, we got King. Hey, what's up, King? King saying DJERE 7-5. So you think he's gonna win 7-5 in the third set, or was that from the set before? No, I think you mean now. Okay. All right. Let's see. Peach is saying Carlitos relaxed in the second set. Okay, Carlos is up 30 love. Now, DJERE's still looking, yeah, he's, as this match goes on, he's looking a little bit worse and worse. Not during the play, but in between points as he's kind of crouching down. There's something obviously going on with his stomach. All right, Carlos with a forehand winner. Now, it's looking like, now on that point, for the first time in the match, it looks like DJERE didn't try. And maybe it's due to the injury that he's going through. It's the first time in the match that he's looked like this. Normally, in between points, he's grimacing, but he's playing the points well. That was one. I'm going to watch. I'm going to see if that's like a moment where he kind of stops playing or something. I feel like this injury thing's about to impact this match, just by the way he's moving. Nice return, though, from DJERE, and then he can't move back. Carlos wrong foots him, but wins a game to love. Yeah, it's looking like DJERE is, yeah, he's crouching down now at the towel rack, stretching out his legs. I'm going to give that consolidation button for Carlitos. Okay, Gary GSL Cubby, it's me. I figured out how to give you 15 likes in one stream. Kidding, of course, but more likes than watches is good. Trick. Even the great Megan couldn't do that. Yeah, so far we're pretty good. We got 45 likes and there's 29 people watching, so 16 more than there are in here. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but I'll happily take it, and whatever helps the channel grow, I'm all for, as long as it's legal and doesn't hurt anyone. Okay, Laslo serving 15 love. First serve into the net. King saying, just like the stream with 15 accounts, Gary. Funny. Oh, beautiful serve there, right into the body of Carlitos. It actually hit Carlos in the stomach. He's reaching for his stomach there. 30 love. So Laslo, it looks like what he's doing right now is putting all of his energy into the serve because I don't think he wants to move much. Another big serve up the tee, backhand return and drop shot. Carlos gets to it, redrops, and then DJERE gets to that and passes Carlos. So 40 love. So even though he's looking a little worse for wear between points, during the points, still okay. But I will say he looks a little more sluggish than he did at the beginning of the match. So there is definitely something going on. 40 love. Like, I wonder if he wins, will he even like be able to play the next match, depending on what the issue is. And sometimes stomachs can just be an issue. Oh, and there's a backhand winner cross court from Laslo. So now it's 2-1 Carlitos up a break. Serving coming up here in set number 3. With stomach issues, once in a while, they can just be an issue just for the moment, because obviously someone, maybe they have an upset stomach and whatever, it's just for that day. Unless there's like something pulled. Oh, another medical timeout. So let's see if we can get any more info. I'll try and get you guys some info here. So there's a couple medical examiners by his feet. They're crouched down. Right now they're just talking. Okay, he just was given a pill. So I wonder if it has to do with like maybe like food poisoning or something related to that. Or maybe it's like an ache in the abdomen and they're kind of giving medication for that. I'm not sure. There's nothing on the screen. You can't hear them. Sometimes, depending on the tournament, you can hear through the cameras. Camera speakers, they have you can hear them chatting, but nothing here. So that's it. They just gave him a pill and that's it. So Matt Guillaume saying, I think Carlos got this. LOL. I wonder who will win between Thiem and Musetti if they were to meet in Argentina. I mean, you have to play it out, but a couple of beautiful one-hand backhanders. That would be fun to watch. Yeah, I would love to see that. If you're asking me who I think would win, it's a good question. I might go with Thiem right now. It's looking pretty good. Gary covered that regarding the opening 15 accounts and liking from each one, saying that's way too much work even for a cubby stream. I won't take that personally, Gary. All right, here's Carlitos with a drop shot. DJERE gets to it, goes up the line. Carlitos lob over him. DJERE tries to kind of squash shot that, but no go. Goes way long. Carlitos up 15 love. It was given to him by one of the medical staff, so it's not like he took it out of his own like shoe bag or whatever, and from some obscure Ziploc. I think it will be fine. Peach is saying wonder stomach virus, but at least he's trying. Yes, he is. You got to give him credit. He is putting up a great effort. Nice serve out wide. Return goes off the tape and just wide. So 30 love, Carlitos. Matthew Morrison agreeing, saying I would take Thiem if Musetti and him faced each other. You know what? I didn't do any of the out of town scoreboard yet. So after this, on the next changeover, I'll do some. I'll go over who won some of the prominent matches of the day in Buenos Aires, in Delray Beach, in Rotterdam, and in Doha on the women's side. All right, second serve at 30 love coming from Carlitos is good. Forehand winner return, whips it cross court, Laslo, and it's 30-15. Man, he timed that perfectly. It looked almost effortless. Okay. 6:50 here now in Vancouver, 6:50 p.m. All right, here's Carlos. First serve at 30-15. It's wide. Man, that Carlos super kick. He's using it on his first serve because it pulls the player so far off the court. It's crazy. Second serve, it's got more of a bounce to it, and then he does a drop off the return. Laslo gets to it. Now Carlos tries to lob, but a backhand desperation overhead by Laslo makes it in, but then Carlos hits a backhand up the line that Laslo can't get to. So 40-15 now. So he drops him, gets to it, then he lobs him, but then he does the backhand desperation overhead, and then nice forehand ripper that he can't reach. So Carlos, couple game points here, up a break. 40-15. First serve is a fault. Here comes a second. Okay, second serve is good. Now forehand DJERE, forehand ALCARAZ, forehand DJERE up the line, backhand ALCARAZ, backhand DJERE, forehand. Nope, ALCARAZ can't get that. He got a piece of it, but it went sideways, not forwards. And so DJERE, nice control of the rally, had Carlos going back and forth and turned a little bit of defense to offense. However, Carlos still up 40-30 and has a chance at game point for a second time. Sean saying you've got to meet the kick on the rise if it's that crazy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's why I wonder. The thing is, he does it on, Laslo with the. Now, Carlos thought one of the shots by Laslo was wide, but it wasn't called. How are you saying it was? Sorry, I'm trying to listen here. Ooh, I think that touched it. So there's some sort of disagreement. But in the end, I think we're at deuce now. Yeah. Okay. So officially the call is Carlos hit a shot that was called out. He thought it was in, and then he was frustrated. But anyway, Sean was saying you got to meet the kick on the rise of that. See, the problem here on the second serve, yes, absolutely. But sometimes he does it on the first serve. So you're not even expecting it. You're thinking he's just going to go, with a hard, flat serve. So I hit that by accident, but I never feel bad when I hit a Gary comment. So GSL, I might get no hands on this one. Raise your hand if you ever saw Gabriela Sabatini play. How about Guillermo Villas? Both were great. Well, this court that we're playing on is called Guillermo Villas. Court Guillermo Villas. Didn't watch Villas, but I did watch some Sabatini when I was really little. So one for you there, Gary. Just remember the name, though. I don't remember the nuances, like I understand the game now. All right, here we go. Forehand Carlos, backhand DJERE, forehand Carlos on the run, backhand DJERE cross court, backhand slice Carlos, and then backhand slice DJERE into the net. And there you have it. A big hold for Carlos after a tiny bit of controversy on a line call. No one actually got angry or anything, but you could see there was frustration from Carlos. Anyways, is that a consolidation? I'm going to say it is. Okay, Ghost. Real heads rock the Borg shorts, no cap. A sweatband on the dome like King of Queens, Johnny Mac. Youngins don't know wood rackets and warm-up jackets. Now it's just Dubai, Rolex, and media packets. Ooh, you got some multisyllabics. So if anyone doesn't know what a multisyllabic, so rhyming like through with shoe, that's just one syllable, right? Like shoe is just one syllable, but he's doing packets, jackets, backflips, napkins, whatever. I added some there, but so that's called a multisyllabic rhyme for all of you wondering what's going on in the hip hop world. But yeah, great job. I'm a huge fan of Ghost. Your bars, you really got it. All right, Laslo up 15 love. Serving, nice return from Carlos. Now Carlos with the drop shot, redrop by Laslo, and then another redrop from Carlos. Laslo gets to it and puts it into the open court for a winner, 30-love. There you go. Good effort here from this guy. He looks like he's hurt, looks like a little bit injured, but still putting up a great fight. So, gotta love it. Got to love it. Okay. 30-love, first serve. Ball's up. And it's a nice serve. Oh, no, it's long. Okay, it's up the tee. Just a little bit long, though. Second serve coming up. Ooh, second serve ace up the tee. Wow. Atta boy. Way to go, buddy. Nicely done, Mr. DJERE. Okay, tries to go wide and get another ace, but that one is just a little bit wide. But who knows? Maybe he'll do another. Second serve ace. No, not this time, but it's just as good because Carlitos' return goes wide. So game to love for Mr. Laslo DJERE. Kathy, wow. I saw the match where Celis was attacked. Damn. Jane saying ghost, that was sick. Yeah, nicely done. Didn't deserve that at all. No, absolutely not. No one deserves to be stabbed. I mean, you know, that was horrible. And it's such a shame because how many did she win, like 7 majors as a teenager or something? Like, yeah. I was young when all this happened, but I just remember she had an incredible start to her career as a teenager. Ghost saying, I think Celis could have competed with Graf and Serena for title totals, but the incident ended her progress and slowed her career. Truly tragic. Yeah, that's a bummer, man. Absolutely. Oh, okay, you weren't in the stands. You saw it on TV. Never been to a live match. Interesting. Such a big fan. Love it. Really? See, I didn't know this about him. I was hoping both Ghost and Kathy would raise their hands. I actually saw Vias in person on clay. Honestly, he was close to being Nadal before Nadal. Wow. I definitely knew that he was good on clay. I didn't know he was like Nadal before Nadal good. That's high praise, especially from someone who knows their tennis like GSL. Cool. Learning some more. I always learn more and more when I get to read these comments and communicate with you guys. All right, here's Carlitos up 3-2. He's up a break serving here, tied at 1 set apiece. So first serve out wide, return is also wide. So 15-love Carlitos. Oh, it was 8. Wow. 7. I mean, when I said 7, I thought I was overshooting it by maybe 1, but I was undershooting it. That's crazy. I mean, what a bummer. Yeah, when you're a teenager, you've got 8 Grand Slams and you get stabbed. I mean, it's just horrendous, man. But it all happens for a reason. And the famous 2-hand forehand and 2-hand backhand as well. Let's not forget, which is also pretty cool. All right, Carlitos got another serve +1 here. Now he's up 30-love. And looking to make quick work of this 6th game of set number 3. Oh, let on the first serve. So we got another first serve coming. Nice serve to the body. And a short ball return. And Carlos puts that away easy. Cross-court forehand winner. And that's 40-love. Ghost saying, I'm trying to think of someone who's better at the as teenage than Celis. I think the closest might be Hingis on the women's side, but not level though. I mean, not 8 Grand Slams. That's just crazy. Ah, there you go. Great minds think alike, don't we, Ghost? And I even said it before he posted that comment. All right. Second serve ace from Carlitos at 178 kilometers an hour. That's his fourth ace. And now Carlitos just 2 games away from the match. And Laslo, they're showing a replay now of Laslo searching for something in his bag. Kind of covertly opening a case, some sort of tub, and he's taking some sort of medication or something. Yeah, I think he must have a stomach issue. That's the only thing I could think of. He's like, yeah, yes, you got there first, Cub. Just like if we did a rap battle, homie. Again, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to sound all cool and aggressive, but I'm not. I'm a vegetarian from Vancouver. I'm the least amount of hard as you could be, even though I can put bars together. All right, a looper return there from Carlos. Another lob from Carlos. And Laslo forehand. Now Carlos forehand, cross court. And then Laslo with a nice forehand to the backhand of Carlos. Backhand slice from Laslo DJERE. Forehand from Carlos. And that's a winner cross court. So it looks like the longer the rallies go, the less Laslo DJERE is into the point. Meaning he kind of starts, his energy gets depleted after a couple of quick runs. If he goes from left to right and then right to left, and then he kind of slows down after that. King of Just saying, Jerry, you're better than this. He's playing a little bit of a struggle. Oh, Max saying Marion Botoli had the two-handed playing style. Ah. You mean as well? It's yeah, Celis did too. Unless I'm having a brain fart, but I'm pretty sure he did. Ooh, King of Just. This is cool. I saw Arthur Feast at a challenger last year, and he played amazing and knew he would be really good. He can only get better. Wow, that's cool. Very, very dope to watch him, because he kind of made his little wave this past week in was it Montpellier? Okay, so Laslo DJERE now is serving at 15:30. So a little bit of pressure. If Carlos can take the next 2 points, he'll be serving for the match. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Backhand return from Carlos. Backhand DJERE. Backhand Carlos is wide. So 30 all. We're back to level. Got it. Yes, Bartoli as well. I was referring to Bartoli when you said, okay, cool. Yeah, because I was like, I'm pretty sure. But yes, thank you for clearing that up. Marion Bartoli. Okay. Ooh, serve up the tee is just a little wide. Laslo thinks it was in, and he's coming up to the net. The umpire's coming out of the chair. Carlos is going to it as well. So all involved are checking out the same mark. The umpire is saying it was... Oh, they changed the camera angle when he... Saying it was good. So I think that's an ace. See, it happened again. So Carlos is right beside the umpire because it's on Carlos's side. And yeah, I think that was... Oh, was that in? They're showing a replay. They should do an ultra slow-mo. It'd be so much better. Anyways, it looks like we're getting a first serve again at 30 all. Serve is good. Forehand return. Now forehand DJERE. Backhand ALCARAZ. Backhand DJERE. Forehand into the open court for a winner, ALCARAZ. And another break point opportunity. 30-40 on the DJERE serve. Okay, here's Laslo. 30-40 first serve is good. Out wide, return up the middle. Wrong foots Carlos, but no, Carlos gets it. Okay, forehand Laslo, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Laslo, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Laslo. Now another. Oh, it's into the net. So there you have it, 5-2 now. Carlos gets a huge break and now will serve for the match. Woo! Ooh. Where's that?
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Vamos. Okay, so 5-2 now. Carlos cruising. He has a chance to serve out the match. And let's see here. Some history here from GSL. My man Gary saying Villas's peak was 1977 when he won 2 major titles, both on clay. Had 2 long match win streaks of 46 all surface and 53 on clay. Wow. And finished with an open era record of match wins. So I was born in 81. And so I definitely did not get to watch him, at least not with any sort of coherence as a youngster. But that's very impressive. 46 all surface, 53 on clay. Yeah, that's like, yeah, that is Nadal before Nadal. It's interesting that Martina Hingis, this is from Max, that Hingis was winning Grand Slams right before Venus and Serena started dominating. Yeah, absolutely. It's almost like she got, I don't want to say she got lucky because she obviously was amazing, but I wonder if, like, say if Serena was her age, would Serena have kind of blocked that? But in the end, you can't worry about that. She did what she was supposed to. Peach is saying Carlitos is over his slam sickness. This match is his. Come on. All right, Carlos, first serve up the tee is good. Return into the net. So 15 love for Alcaraz. And I would say that even though we're early, this is we're at that point where it's almost business end. Forehand, yeah, into the open court. So kick serve out wide on the first serve, super wide. Laslo returns it up the middle. Carlitos with a forehand cross court, easy peasy winner. It looks like Carlos smells the finish line here. All right, serve up the tee is good. And oh, was that wide? Carlos half volley, or no, it was a swinging volley. He tried to hit that as a winner, but it was just wide. So 30-15. Not out of it just yet. All right, first serve is good. And return is long, setting up our very first match point of the day.
Match point.
All right, folks. Will Carlos need more than one? Hey, Guitar 88, please listen to him. Hit that like button, y'all. We're at 49. And see if we can hit 50. There's only 32 people watching. That's amazing. First serve is wide. Thank you for that, Guitar 88. Really appreciate it. King adjusts. Jerry will go God mode and win it. All right. Backhander from Carlos. Oh! And that's the match right there. So Carlos returns it up the middle. Serves it up the middle. Jerry returns it up the middle right at the feet of Carlos. He just out of reaction, just gets a piece of it because he wasn't expecting the return. And it was a backhand kind of chip. And it went over the net, and it didn't have much power. It ended up bouncing twice, and that's the match right there. So Carlos begins his 2023 campaign with a victory, heads into the third round at the Argentina Open. And, yeah, there you have it, folks. He finally took it. Took it in 3 sets. In case you were wondering, yes, I did predict that he'd win it in 3 sets. I'm just tooting my own horn here. But, yeah, it was a great match. Let me know what you guys thought. Let's take a look at some of the stats real quick. So aces, 4 for Alcaraz, 6 for Laslo. We had double faults, 0 for Alcaraz, 4 for Laslo. We had first serve, 71 Alcaraz, 65 DJERE. That's the percentages. First serve points won, 73 Alcaraz, 64 Laslo DJERE. Second serve points won, pretty much 2 out of 3 for Alcaraz, 67% to 56 for DJERE. And then Carlos was 4 for 12 on the breaks. Laslo was 1 for 7. So there you have it. Look at a couple of comments. Oh, and I got to read some bars from Ghost before I leave. Let's see. Gary's asking, Carlos and Novak, when will it happen, guys and girls? I don't know, but I hope it happens at least 2 or 3 times this year, or some combination of Rune and Djokovic as well. Carlos Djokovic, Rune Djokovic. I want to see these 19-year-olds versus the 35-year-olds. Jane says, thanks so much, Covey. Thank you, Jane, and my apologies for saying Boston when you're from Brooklyn. Thank you for joining on the stream as always. Hope you had a great run as well. Max N saying Carlitos won. Woohoo! I'm definitely excited. He's my boy, and I hope to be able to call some more matches of his in this tournament if possible. Ghost rapping about me. He a vegetarian from Vancouver, but don't trip like Demonor. He's a mover. Like Rublev, he got you in his book of losers. Careful now, foreigners, before you get tricked out on Covey's corner. Oh, foreigners and corner. Nice, man. I like that. That now what he's doing is he's bending the syllable. So foreigners and corner doesn't match, but the way that he made it flow, they rhyme. It's called bending the word. So he went from monosyllabic to multisyllabic to bending the syllables, and that's just high level bar construction there. So good job, Ghost. Loving it as always. Peach is saying thank you, Covey and chat, for the well wishes. Appreciated it. Yes, again, best of luck to your family and condolences on your loss. And thank you for joining us. Hopefully this brought you a little bit of joy and peace of mind and maybe a little distraction from the events going on. But wish you all the best, Peaches, and thanks for joining us. What else we got? We've got Ghost saying Rune and anybody is cool with me unless it's Cressy again. Yeah, that was crazy. I wasn't expecting that, but Cressy serving volleyed his way to a win. Max N, thank you so much for the live stream, Covey. It is absolutely my pleasure. And again, remember, folks, I am wearing, take a look. I just got this in the mail all the way from UK to Vancouver. I got my Game to Love hoodie right here. I got my Novak 22. And then if you look over my head, I've got my t-shirt. This is also a Game to Love. Yeah, there it is. It's always opposite. Game to Love podcast t-shirt as well, which I will rock on the stream. If anyone else wants to check out our merch, it's in the description box below. A couple more before I take off. Jane says, I did thanks on her run. Walked in the door for match point. Beautiful. Got to see the most important part. Sue Wan, thank you, Covey. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it, Sue Wan. And let's see. GSL, enjoyed everyone's company as always. Later, GTL fam. Everyone has liked. Really appreciate it. I got more likes than actual. What do we got? We had 49 likes and we had about 30 people watching. So I'm not sure how that happened, but I'm happy about it. There you go. And Ghost saying Game to Love is a really clever name. And Jane says, Peaches, thinking of you, friend. So there we go. I'm going to end it on that. I think that's really lovely. Very nice. And again, thank you, Peaches, for joining us. And all of you for joining us. Stay tuned to the GTL YouTube channel. We obviously always have stuff going on. As I mentioned, I'm going to be doing Covey's Corner every Monday as well. So stay tuned for that. That'll be the first one post Australian Open will be on Monday, February 20th. Thank you all for my early birthday wishes. I really appreciate that as well. Like I said, I'm going to rock my new GTL gear looking fresh on my birthday. And that's going to be it, folks. Thank you again. I'm going to say bye for real. My name is Covey from Vancouver. It is 7:14 and I am out.